they've set the clock, and we're probably just a few seconds away from kickoff here at Badger Stadium. And like Mike said, Badgers want the ball first, and I think they want to establish something, and it's a good time for Coach Scarborough and his bunch, the defensive bunch, to get a 3-and-out and get the ball back into the offense. It's going to be an exciting ball game. I think it's going to be a very interesting, entertaining ball game.
What I'll tell you now is the Leopards get set to kick. Leopards have a new kicker. Jesus Torres is the kicker for Malvern, and displayed an excellent leg in the scrimmage against Benton the other night. Got some nice deep kicks, hit a long field goal. I believe it was about 42 yards against Benton. So a good leg and an accurate kicker.
Yeah, that's right, warming up. He's kicking 40-yarders and 45-yarders out here warming up. They do a drill where they put a little pressure on him and get him to go. We're ready to go, Mike.
We'll start a new tradition tonight, Ron, in celebration, I guess, of a friend we lost this year. The city of Malvern lost this year, Rick Dial. Before each game got started in the press box, he had one thing that he always led in with. And what time is it, Ron?
It's showtime!
Jesus Torres, set to kick for Malvern. Gets it away, going to be fielded at the 4-yard line, up across the 10. Good return. He will be brought down at the 24.
Jahari Dixon took the ball, like Mike said, and the Badgers will set up here just outside of the 20-yard line, and Leopard defense comes on. We're set.
To the 23, a 20-yard gain on the return for Jahari Dixon. Arkadelphia has a 1st and 10.
Garrett Rucker sets up
beginning with 11:55 to play.
In shotgun formation, one back to his left, brings a man in motion. He sets up in the backfield. Give up the middle. Not a lot of running room there. Gain of maybe a yard on the play.
Trey Broughton was there, big on number 79 for the Leopards. Mason Morgan, the junior defensive lineman, and we got some size across there. Big on number 50, like I said, Trey, and then tell you what, Mason's got some size too. We've got some good size underneath.
Javon Williams was the running back there. Pass out to the flat. Tackle made immediately as Jakari Howell makes the catch. Malvern defense all over the play, and a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd down 11 for Arkadelphia.
Yeah, Trent Block was all over that from his defensive linebacker spot. Read the play, closed, and actually did a one-on-one tackle out there in the open field and did an excellent job. Big dip down here for the Badgers.
Rucker still in shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He has Williams set up to his left. There's some movement along the line. The flags come out, and Arkadelphia is going to lose 5 more.
Yeah, this is the spread offense that Coach Fogan was telling me about. That what they're trying to do is, of course, take advantage of Rucker's arm. And I mean, he's got a good arm, but he's dangerous, and it spreads the backs and the linebackers out to where there are some seams there if he needs to take off.
Same formation for Arkadelphia. They are on the far hash mark. As Rucker takes a snap, the flags come out again.
There's a flag before the snap.
And they're going to have another false start. Going to make it 3rd down and about 22 for Arkadelphia. And the fans here in front of us not too excited with the start of this Badger offensive series.
Yeah, the Badgers have got some sophomores kids out here starting their first ball game, and there's some nerves out there. There's some butterflies, so they'll settle down.
Rucker again takes a snap, looking to throw over the middle as a man, and tackle will be made immediately. Several Leopards in on the stop, including Justin James. Up around the 24-yard line, up close to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 4th down, and it looks like 12 for Arkadelphia. Rucker setting up in shotgun again. And he's going to back up possibly a step or 2 deeper. No, he's going to, he quick kicked it. And the Leopards had nobody back to return it as they had to worry about Rucker throwing that one. The ball will be down at the Malvern 41-yard line.
Yeah, it looked more like a rugby play with Rucker out there taking the ball, and what they do is just something that can confuse or try to slow the defense down, because you have to be aware that he can take off and run. I fully expect next time the Leopards see that, they'll have one single safety back and then move the corners and the linebackers up to guard against that. Leopards start on offense, Mike.
Warford, your starting quarterback, sets up in shotgun, has trips left, split right. Walks up and barks a few signals to the line. Now looking to throw right side. Pass is almost picked off.
Wow, I tell you what, that ball could have, Rashad Young, the senior corner, broke on the ball, and he had it there, but just couldn't quite get a hold of it. That was a pick six if he keeps his feet and go.
So Warford and the Leopards come back to the line of scrimmage. Jakari Dupree sets up in the backfield. He'll set up to Warford's left. This time trips right, split left. Warford takes a snap.
Takes off.
Fakes the give. He's going to keep it. He's off the right side, and he's off to the races. And he is finally pushed out of bounds deep in Arkadelphia territory.
That's the danger of that young man. He hurt that ankle real bad in the first game last year and just never got back to full speed, but we watched him in the scrimmage. They do a play action with him, and depending on what happens, on that one, they took the receivers, and I want to tell you something, Austin took up the middle.
Warford this time looks to be stepping under center. As Twins left, looking to throw near side, swing pass complete over the 30-yard line, inside the 20, and Marcel Bedford is going to have a Leopard first down at the 10-yard line of Arkadelphia.
Well, I tell you what, Connor Bryant, the senior defensive back safety, came up and was able to catch him right there inside of the 10-yard line, we had a touchdown. Nice run and play by the Leopards.
First and goal now for Malvern right at the 10-yard line. 9:31 to go here in the first quarter. Leopards with their first drive. No score in the game. Warford takes a snap, gives Dupree left side looking for room, and he is going to get maybe a yard on the play. Kind of tried to pick his way through there, and the hole never really opened up for him.
Well, he really did a good job of keeping his feet. It took four different Badgers to knock him down. Finally took a hit by Branson Beard, the senior linebacker, to wrap him up and get him down, and brings up a second down and goal for the Leopards.
Second and goal, as Ron said, from about the 9-yard line. Warford will work from under center. Dupree alone in the backfield. Fake the give. Rolling to his right is Warford. He is going to be dropped for a loss, as Arkadelphia read that play very well, got good penetration on the right side of the Leopard line, and Warford really never had a shot.
Yeah, well, Austin never had a shot to pick out and look downfield to his receivers, because the linebacker and the defensive tackle was all over him. And once again, Branson Beard, the senior linebacker for the Badgers, put the final hit on him.
Loss was back to the 11-yard line, still third and goal, or third and goal rather, instead of still third and goal.
Third and goal. You know, we may get down here and hope the Leopards don't need a fifth down.
Warford and the Leopards come to the line of scrimmage looking to take the early lead on Arkadelphia. Twins right, split left, 2 men in the backfield along with Warford. He swing pass to the right side. Dupree towards the end zone, hit, and he's got the touchdown. Leopards take the early lead with 7:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, I tell you what, nice run by Jakari Dupree. Went inside, went outside, and had that burst of speed to get over there and get it in. And our new kicker, our sophomore kicker, is lining up for the PAT.
Jesus Torres in to kick. Jake Golden is the holder. The good snap. The kick's up. It's good, and the Leopards have a 7-0 lead in Arkadelphia. We'll be back with more Leopard football after this.
At Farmers Bank and Trust here in Malvern, many of our employees are parents of children in the Malvern school system. Farmers Bank wants you to know that we appreciate all you do for our children and our community. Your involvement in our children's lives is crucial to their continued development.
Farmers Bank and Trust.
Thank you, teachers and staff from Farmers Bank.
Farmers Bank and Trust. Here for you.
Member FDIC.
Hi folks, I'm Darrell Teeter and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on presidents later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
And we return to Arkadelphia, 7:44 to go here in the first quarter. Malvern leads 7-0, scoring on an 11-yard pass from the quarterback Warford to Jakiri Dupree. Jesus Torres set to kick off for Malvern. Gets the kick away. Nice kick. Going to be fielded at the 3-yard line, up over the 10, the 20-yard line, room up the middle. And tackle made up near the 35. On the return for Arkadelphia was Jakiri Dixon.
Jakiri Dixon has played a lot of football early in this ball game, and he had a pretty good hole right there, and the Leopards closed in. As we go through this ball game, we'll set our defensive line and our offensive line, and we're going to see a lot of rotation in there. We've got a different, looks like a couple different defensive ends there in there right now for the Leopards.
Rucker working out a shotgun, give to his tailback. Breaks a tackle and is going to get up over the 40-yard line is Javon Williams. He'll be brought down just shy of the 44.
Well, our big old number 79 again, that's Mason Morgan. Mason held on to him and drug him down, but really a nice run by the Arkadelphia Badgers.
Jakiri Dixon now sets up alongside Rucker, and he fakes the give to Dixon. Swing pass to the near side, tackle made at the sideline. On the reception was Chris Oliver, and he'll have a Badger first down.
Yeah. Kalen Burks, number 4 for the Leopards, came out sophomore to stop that play. But that's that spread that Coach Fogelman was talking about, they run.
Rucker takes a snap, gives Dixon up the middle. He'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 45 of Malvern.
That's where we ran into our linebacker, Quante Walker, and Quante's a senior that just does an outstanding job in there, number 42.
We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Rucker again takes a snap, gives to Dixon, trying the left side of the Leopard line. Fumble on the play. Leopards have it at the 45. Leopards recover the fumble at the 45, and they'll get a shot at increasing their lead.
I tell you what, Mason Morgan hit that kid, our big number 79, hit him and stood him up, and the ball came out, and good heads-up play by the Leopard defense to fall on a loose football. Puts the Leopards in excellent field position here with 6:36 left in the first quarter. The Leopards leading this one 7-0.
Leopards come to the line of scrimmage. Warford going to set up under center. Twins left, split right. One man in the backfield. Warford fakes the give, now looking to throw. Had to throw off his back foot, and it is going to be incomplete.
Boy, I tell you what, he had big old Dalton Holman down there, and Dalton was open and ran an excellent route and just couldn't get it. One good thing about Holman. Holman is the backup quarterback. Coach has told us he's going to play a lot. He's a big kid, about 6'4", great size, great feet, nice athlete, and he's just a junior. So we're going to see a lot more of Mr. Holman over the next few years.
Again, Twins left, split right. Now 2 backs in the backfield with Warford working out a shotgun. Give to the near side, Jakiri Dupree. Jakiri gets over midfield. They'll spot him at the 48 of Arkadelphia.
Looks like he's picked up a little extra speed somewhere, Mike. Maybe it's game time, and Dupree's really hitting the hole well tonight.
Bedford goes out for Malvern. Like Justin James and Quante Walker entered the game for the Leopards.
There's a lot of that rotation that Coach Fogle was talking about, keeping these kids fresh for the third and fourth quarter.
They're going to set up near the line of scrimmage. Give up the middle again. Jakiri Dupree, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. It was third down and about 3. It looks like the Leopards got 2 on the play. It'll bring up fourth down and a yard, and it'll make decision time for Coach Fogelman and the Leopards.
Well, senior Will Wallace for the Badgers, number 19, doing an excellent job filling in there and stopping the Leopards short. Coach Fogelman is sitting the play. It looks like he wants to go ahead and go for on this one, fourth down.
Ball is spotted at the Badger, just inside the Badger 47-yard line. Warford under center. Turns, gives, Dupree, first down and more, he's broken it. He's going to go all the way. Jakiri Dupree has the Leopard touchdown.
Yeah, that's what you run into, Mike. They stack everybody up. You stack your linebackers up. You bring your safety and your corner up to stop that run. Excellent blocking by the left side of the Malvern Leopard line, opened a hole. And when Dupree got through there and got past the linebackers, the safeties and the corners, of course, had pulled up to stop the short run. Once you break that line of scrimmage like that, there's nobody back there to catch you.
Dupree showing the flashes that the Leopards of excellence the Leopards were looking for last year. We've got a flag down prior to the snap on the extra point.
Once again, sophomore Jesus Torres back to.
Got an encroachment penalty against Arkadelphia, so
The Leopards so far have done an excellent job, shows their experience of being penalty-free, and the Badgers have suffered a bunch.
Torres gets the kick away. It's definitely long enough, and it is good. Leopards leading in Arkadelphia. 5:05 to go here in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Malvern. We'll be back in a moment.
This is Darcy with Modern Care Medical Sales and Rentals in Malvern. We are conveniently located in the Doctors Complex by the Hot Spring County Hospital. Come by and see our large inventory of power chairs, lift chairs, wheelchairs, scooters, diabetic supplies, oxygen supplies, CPAP, braces, and supports. We are locally owned and operated with patient service and satisfaction as our #1 priority. Please come and see us or call us at 501-337-9503.
Are plumbing problems too big for you to handle? Call Pure Flow Plumbing for all types of plumbing needs. Call us at 501-467-0095. We are open from 8 to 4:30, and we are available 24 hours for emergencies. Pure Flow Plumbing says, "Go Leopards!"
Once again, we return to Arkadelphia. Malvern leading the Badgers 14-0. 5:05 to go in the first quarter.
You know, one of the keys to victory Coach Fogelman was talking about was survive that initial excitement onslaught of this first game. Hey, the Leopards have really sustained that and taken care of business in a Malvern Leopard fashion.
Jesus Torres set to kick off for Malvern. Gets it away. This time fielded at the 11-yard line, up over the 20, 30-yard line. Tackle made up around the 34.
Go ahead, Ron. Darius Hope had for the Leopards. Old Chris Bell, big junior offensive, defensive lineman, has played a lot of ball for the Leopards. Was there for the stop special teams play. Great special teams play by the Leopards so far tonight. No.
No huddle offense for Arkadelphia, and they get back the line quickly. Rucker taking the snap, going to turn, give to Dixon. Dixon up over the 35. A host of the Leopards meet him there as he'll get up to about the 38-yard line.
Trey Broughton was there to start, initial the contact, and finish him off. And big, strong kid, good-looking athlete, good feet, good shoulders, just a good, strong kid.
That's a good-looking defensive line.
That's a good defensive line, that's
Rucker takes a snap, turns, give, up the middle. Good power run there by Javon Williams as he gets up over the 40 to about the 44-yard line.
For number 42, Quante Walker hangs on to him and brings him down just short of the first down. Brings up another third down for these Badgers.
Third down and a yard. Rucker again working out a shotgun, has Williams to his left, twins to either side, takes the snap, drops back, throws, underneath, pass complete. First down for Arkadelphia and much more as they get down to the Malvern 36-yard line.
Well, that's a nice run, nice route. The delay route, Will Wallace come across the middle after they sent the wideouts out to clear out the corners, and the safeties were back, and there's a gap through there that you got to get a linebacker over there, and but Will was through there, run untouched, and nice play by the Badgers.
Again, twins to either side. Rucker takes a snap, looks to throw, right side, in and out of the hands of the Leopard defender there as Quante Walker almost had a pick six.
Yeah, Quante, they do those pass drills, and that's one that Rucker's got an excellent fast relief, and it's one of those situations that ball gets out there awful quick, and as a defensive man, you're not as used to seeing it come as quick as you are on the offense, but great play by Walker.
Rucker again out of shotgun, trips left, takes a snap, drops back, throws over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Chris Oliver, sophomore receiver for the Badgers, goes incomplete. Justin James out there helping out on coverage.
Yeah, James was with him stride by stride, but that was one of those situations where the receiver actually had the D-back on his shoulder. A perfectly thrown ball could have been a long completion for the Badgers.
Hard again, working out of shotgun, 3rd and 10. Takes a snap, swing pass, far side, complete, and a gain down to about the 30-yard line is Jakari Howell on the reception. It'll bring up Ron 4th down and call it a long 4.
Boy, Justin James did an excellent job of coming up there, filling in and making the one open field tackle from his safety spot. Nice, good-looking kid back there in that defensive backfield. We got some really good athletes back there in the D-backs that Coach Fogelman talked about.
Trips right, split left. Rucker takes a snap, looks, right side, throws. It is complete. Deep in Leopard territory, touchdown Arkadelphia, Jakari Howell on the reception, and the Badgers are on the board. Ron, looks like they kind of find their rhythm a little bit on that drive.
Yeah, they did, and it was one of those situations where the ball was high, and Jakari Howell went up high to get it, and there really wasn't anything the safety could do. He was there just a little bit late, and you get a little bit late there in the backfield, and a lot of times it's going to cost you 6 points.
On the kick for Arkadelphia is number 10, Connor Bryan. Will Wallace holding. Low snap fielded cleanly, and the kick is away. It is good, and the Badgers have cut the lead in half.
3:02 left in the first quarter here at Badger Stadium. Leopards lead this one. We'll be back after these messages.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 to 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
And we return to Arkadelphia, 3:02 to go here in the first quarter. And don't blink, folks, if you're watching this one on TV. It's a high-scoring affair early. Leopards have scored on both of their possessions, and Arkadelphia gets on the board here with their third possession.
It's been interesting now to watch how the Leopards respond for this. I expect them to come back out and do exactly the same thing they did on the first two drives.
Kick is away, short kick, angled towards the sideline. It will be fielded at the 20, across the 30-yard line, and tackle made. Tim Hardiman on the return for Malvern.
Tim Hardiman, one of our D-backs wide receivers, and played up coach, and actually did an excellent job of picking up an extra 12, 14 yards on the return. Sets the Leopards up in great shape offensively again.
You'll see Hardiman at running back as well. He had a lot of time in the scrimmage the other night at tailback.
They gave him the 30-yard line. I thought he got a little bit more of that, but quote Johnny Gibbs, anytime you're outside of the 20, it's great field position.
Of course, he fielded that one at about the 20.
Yeah.
See a lot of that now in high school. These Teams are angling more towards the sideline. Speaking of, Hardeman's going to come in. Leopards are going to have to take a timeout as there was confusion on the personnel. We're going to take a break as well. Leopards lead 14-7. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back after this.
Hi folks, I'm Darrell Teeter and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on presidents later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
Once again, we return to Arkadelphia. Malvern leading 14-7. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. Arkadelphia just got on the board moments ago. Warford working out of shotgun, takes a snap, gives to Hardeman off the right side, and he'll be spun down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Hardeman had some running room, and big old number 58 and 59 for the Badgers. That'd be Jerron Dixon and Cody Almedo. We'll try that.
Olmedo. It's either Olmedo or Olmedo.
Yeah.
If it's Spanish, I'm not sure. Wolford working out a shotgun, two backs in the backfield, looking to throw, looking deep, and is going to overshoot his man, was looking for Deja Dawn down the right side. Speaking of, Ron, one thing we missed in the pregame was to name our player of the game, our isolated player of the game, and it is Deja Dawn. And he had his back, the corner set up real well for stop and go, but he just got tangled up and couldn't get behind him. Trips left now, split right. Warford working out of shotgun. Arkadelphia showing blitz. They bring it. Good pass underneath. The Leopards have room, and tackle made about a yard shy of the first down. Javante Jones on the reception, brought down just shy of the 40, and that will bring up fourth down and less than a yard.
Connor Bryant, senior wide receiver, defensive back, came up and made a first down saving touchdown. Leopards have less than a yard to go. I'm going to say 2.5 feet, and they got enough confidence in this offensive line and this quarterback and these backs that they're going to go for it.
Not a big tackle there up over center. Now they're going to adjust, and they put the big men over the center now, so Warford may think twice about running through the center. Tried the hard count. Didn't work.
In the time, I think Coach Fogelman got they got the delay game. Leopards looked like they were trying to draw them off sides and lost the 25-second clock, lost track of that. Lost 5 yards, so be fourth and 5.5, and looks like the Leopards will drop back in punting formation for the first time tonight.
Leopards set to punt. Colton Welch, the punter for Malvern, gets a good snap, gets the kick away, bounds at the 30-yard line, goes out of bounds. It's like they'll spot it at the 28, so that's where Arkadelphia will take over. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Leopards leading 14-7.
Now is the time. The Leopards have had a couple series now. Obviously, the Badgers have not huddled up yet. They're using the quick offense and taking their sidelines. Their calls and their plays from the coaching staff on the sideline and doing that on the go, so to speak.
Rucker working out a shotgun, has Williams to his left. Now brings another man in the backfield. Sets up to his right. Drops straight back. He's going to keep it. Has a bit of running room, but he's hit quickly. Brought down shy of the 30.
Well, once again, our linebacker staying home, and we keep calling his name over and over, Quante Walker. Quante just stays home, and stays in his zone, and right there to wrap up Rucker, he gets less than a yard. Looks like they gave him maybe a half a yard or so. Brings up a second and 9. It's called a second 9.5, Mike.
Rucker again shotgun. Trips right now. He brings a man back. Looking to throw. Left side, actually over the middle, has a man wide open, and he can't hang on.
Wow.
And Darius Holt wide open, and Holt had nothing but white stripes in front of him, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, Holt put an awful good move on the corner out there on a post pattern, faked out, turned it up the inside, and our corner wasn't quite able to turn around and go with him. By the time he realized that, he was behind him, wide open for a touchdown, but couldn't quite bring the ball in.
Brings up 3rd and 9. Big play for the Malvern defense. Rucker steps away and looks to the sidelines once again. Twins to either side. Williams sets up to his left. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Near side, pass is incomplete. He was looking for Will Wallace once again. And that will bring up 4th down and 9 in what you would assume to be a punting situation for Arkadelphia. Now, as they did before, Ron, I'm going to assume they're going to run the quick kick.
Yeah, they're lined up in that same formation.
Dupree deep for Malvern this time. He'll set up at the Malvern 35.
There's certain keys that Rucker's looking for before he kicks, obviously.
And he angles it towards the sideline and gets a great kick. It's going to be down to inside the Malvern 20, inside the 17-yard line. Dupree, he angled it away from Dupree, which was a good idea.
You know, it's what the Leopards did what they really needed to do. They went down there and they stopped the Badgers after the Badgers had scored, and defense made a good stand there. But on the other side of it, of course, they had stopped the Leopards. So hopefully we'll get this Leopard offense going and get some more points on here. 21 seconds left here in what has been an extremely long first quarter. Leopards lead this one 14-7.
Barnes goes split to the far side. Twins left. Warford working out of shotgun. Takes a snap. Fakes the give, rather. He's going to keep it. He's across the 20. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another. And will get the first down up to the 32-yard line.
Austin keeps just showing how awfully dangerous he is with that play action, that fake, and the corners and the D-backs and the linebackers for the Badgers too have to watch him to pass, but he has that option. Once he's getting in between those tackles, Mike, and doing an excellent job.
It's like the Leopards are going to let the quarter expire. And they do. They'll end the first quarter leading this one 14-7. We'll be back in just a moment with more Leopard football.
We're going to have a look in Dr. Deaver's office. Here is his friendly staff. Oh look, it's the Leopard.
I'm pulling for the Leopards. We're going to drill the opponents.
For all your dental needs, call Stephen Efer, DDS at 501-337-9559. No person or animal was harmed in the making of this commercial.
Go Leopards!
Once again, we're in Arkadelphia, where the Leopards lead 14-7. End of the first quarter, getting started here on the second quarter. Leopards have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Warford working out of shotgun, strips right. He's going to give. It's a reverse. On the carry for Malvern is Marcel Bedford, and Bedford is on the run. He is probably gone. One man to beat, and he's got the Leopard touchdown from 68 yards out.
Walford did an excellent job there of the double reverse, but he got out there. He made the ceiling block on number 19. Will Wallace, the senior linebacker that's all over the place for the Badgers, put a ceiling block on him, and it was just off. Marcel was just off to the races after that. And their number 4, who was Rashad Young, had an angle on him, couldn't catch him. Later, Jesus back to Torres, back to the PAT. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
Leopards lead this one 21-7. 11:46 to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more Leopard football after this.
Your plumbing problems too big for you to handle? Call Pure Flow Plumbing for all types of plumbing needs. Call us at 501-467-0095. We are open from 8 to 4:30, and we are available 24 hours for emergencies. Pure Flow Plumbing says, go Leopards!
Let me get this straight. My free checking is only free now if I use my debit card 28 times a month? I don't think so. Time to switch. Malvern National Bank has true free checking with mobile and online banking plus a free MasterCard debit card. I don't have to keep a minimum balance, no gimmicks. So I switched to Malvern National. Let's get serious. I'm not paying $7 a month for checking when I get it free at Malvern National. Malvern National Bank. Free checking, no gimmicks. That's what I want.
Back in Arkadelphia, the Leopards have just extended their lead back to 14 points after a 68-yard run by Marcel Bedford on a reverse.
First play of the second quarter. Actually, a double reverse, and really turned out was one
reverse.
1, 2, well, okay.
We'll debate that.
We'll debate that off the air.
The Leopards lead 21-7 as Jesus Torres gets set.
I'm sure Steve Reverse listening to us. He'll come down at halftime and tell us what the double is.
He'll tell you you're wrong again, Ron.
Wrong again, Ron.
Torres gets the kick away. This one's higher and shorter, fielded at the 15-yard line, across the 20, and tackle, or hit rather, made, but the Arkadelphia player really battling to the 35.
Cantrell Lewis did not want to go down for the Badgers. He's hit a couple times, kept those feet churning, and did an excellent job of keeping his feet and picking up an extra, what, Mike, 4, 5, 6 yards?
Yeah, I thought he was going to be dropped at just around the 20. He ended up about 8 yards further up the field. Garrett Rucker and the Badgers come back out looking to narrow the gap, so to speak. 2 men in the backfield. Twins left, split right. Rucker now sends a man in motion. That's Williams. Give off the right side. Good running room for, I believe that's Dixon.
That's Dixon.
Jakiri Dixon, and he'll have the first down up over the 40, up to the 44-yard line.
Badger offensive line did a really good job of splitting the tackles and covering the linebackers. Once you split the tackles and get your offensive line into the linebackers, your safety, your corner is going to have to make that tackle, and that's exactly what happened.
Rucker again in shotgun, twins right, split left. Takes the snap, fakes the give, swing pass to the far side, complete to Jakari Howell rather. And Howell is going to pick up good yardage on first down. They'll spot him at right at midfield.
Once again, Quante Walker and Trent Block out there. The linebackers have been awful active, and you will in this spread offense, this passing offense that they're facing tonight.
Rucker takes a snap, give to Williams up the middle. Williams met at the line of scrimmage, but he works his way forward for a gain of a couple.
Well, we're going to run into Mason Morgan again, and Morgan's going to win that one 99% of the time.
3rd down and 2 now for Arkadelphia. Give up the middle. Dixon escapes a tackler. He's got the first down and more as he is dropped up near the Malvern 35. Looks like they'll spot him at the 37.
Quante Walker had to come across from his linebacker spot and finish that one off. Dixon did an excellent job then of avoiding leopards and breaking tackles. Dixon's number 12 out here, and these Badgers is a good-looking athlete.
Williams sets up to Rucker's left. 1st and 10, fake the give to Williams. Rucker looking to throw. He's got pressure. Escapes it, throws underneath, pass complete, and it's going to be a good gain for Arkadelphia as Javon Williams on the reception will have the first down for the Badgers.
I think looked like we had a roughing call.
We do have a flag down deep in the backfield. It's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer against Malvern. To be honest, Ron, I've taken my eyes off of that.
I saw it. It was a little close. It was, they chased him and chased him and chased him, and just as he delivered the ball, I think what looked to me like the defensive lineman. You got to be real careful where you have your hands and your elbows. I think he was a little high and possibly got close to the head or whatever, and that was basically the call. Didn't hit him, didn't hurt him, just
penalty moves the ball down to the 14-yard line. Rucker swing pass, far side, complete.
There it is.
And it's going to be a touchdown for Arkadelphia. Jakari Howell on the reception. And it is 21-13, Malvern, with 9:55 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, the Leopards gave up some plays on that one, but once again, the Badger offense has had a couple series to adjust to the Leopard defense. Now the Leopard defense, Coach Scarborough and his guys will turn back around and adjust to this Badger offense, and the chess game starts, doesn't it, Mike?
Absolutely. The kick is away. It is shanked.
Yeah.
And that is no good, so the score will remain 21-13.
You know, we were talking off the air a while ago during the break that the coaching staff, of course, Coach Fogelman, was dialing up the right plays at the right time with the pass plays and the reverse and everything. And that was a situation there where the Badger offensive coordinator, call player, did an excellent job of finding some places to get the ball down the field for these Badgers against this really good Leopard defense. Once again, it's 9:55 here left in the second quarter of a long game. You'll get a lot of that when you have no huddle offenses because the ball is on the ground a lot more than it is in the air, and instead of a ground game where the clock keeps going all the time. Like I said, once again, 9:55 left here in the first half. The Leopards lead this one 21-13 in a ball game that we expect to see a lot more scoring in, Mike.
All indications so far is that both offenses have really found their rhythm.
Well, when you got somebody like Rucker running their offense, and you got somebody like Wolford running the Malvern Leopard, you've got two really good high school quarterbacks, and these kids are going to make something happen.
Arkadelphia now set to kick off. Brandon Smith handling the kickoff duties for Arkadelphia. Gets this one away, kicks it deep, going to be fielded by Dupree. Up across the 10, the 20-yard line, and brought down at looks like the 26.
Dupree did an excellent job there. There wasn't a whole lot there, and he waited for his blockers to form in front of him and picked up 8 or 10 yards that a back of less talent would have got because he did not get out in front of his blockers, which you see a lot of in junior high and some high school kids. They will not wait for the blockers to form and do their blocks in front of them. They'll get out ahead of their blocks, and that usually ends up disastrous.
Warford working out of shotgun, twins right, split left, 2 men in the backfield alongside him. Give to Hardiman off the right side, and Hardiman's not going to find any running room. Matter of fact, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah. Khalil Hart, sophomore, one of those sophomores that Coach Fogelman was talking about. One of those sophomores that they're looking for big things for, and he's a big, good-looking athlete. This sophomore class for these Badgers, they've got size and numbers, and this is a class, like Coach Fogelman said, that Arkadelphia's been waiting on for a few years.
Warford again working out of shotgun. Twins right, split left, takes the snap, looking to throw.
Got him in.
Underneath, pass is complete. Bryson Barnes on the reception, and that is going to be about a yard, maybe 2 shy of the first.
Nice route by Barnes, went out, and Wolford put the ball where only Barnes could catch it. Threw it down low in front of him, and Bryson went down and caught the ball and did a good job of digging it out.
3rd down, and we'll call it 2 for Malvern. Ball at the 34-yard line.
Leopards once again really substituting, bringing a lot of kids in and out, trying to keep some fresh legs in them and trying to keep them from getting too hot and too overworked.
Warford now working under center, turns, gives Dupree. Dupree met immediately, and that's going to bring up 4th down as Dupree could not get back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like maybe a little scuffling there at the bottom of the pile. Referees separate them immediately, and no flags thrown.
Yeah, they want to just keep this under control. Maybe some of that rivalry we thought was missing is coming back, you reckon?
It could very well be, as these two teams just a little bit down the road from one another.
Yeah, and the kids all know each other. A lot of these kids know each other. A lot of them are related.
Leopard set to punt now. Good snap. Kick is away. This one is going to be fielded at the 38. Good return for Arkadelphia. Wow. Looked like
he dashed along that sideline in really, really good fashion.
Wow, I'm going to spot him in Malvern territory down into about the 42-yard line. So Arkadelphia with its best field position of the night.
Yeah, Leopard defense is going to be tested. Well, they moved him back some. They moved him back to looks like the 43, Mike. But still, an excellent kick, high kick. The Leopards just couldn't get down there quick enough on the coverage, and the return man made a good move, make that first man miss him.
Rucker has Dixon set up alongside him. Dixon will get the carry.
Wow.
And he is cut down immediately by Justin James.
Well, Justin James comes in from a corner and absolutely hits him where you've got to, takes his feet out from under him. Nice tackle by Justin.
Brings up 2nd down 9 for the Badgers. 7:17 to go in the half. Leopards lead 21-13.
Stand corrected. James is the middle linebacker.
Rucker drops straight back, looking to throw, now going to run it, tucks it, escapes one man across the 40, and he'll be run out of bounds
by the before-mentioned Justin James. Number 7 had him in his sights and didn't take Rucker long to get out of bounds, seeing Justin come in on him. Playing an outstanding job from that middle linebacker slot.
We're going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Badgers. Dixon will set up in the backfield. Trips right, split left for Rucker. Rucker takes a snap, face to give, throws underneath. That may be a live ball. It is going to be recovered by Arkadelphia. It looked like to be a lateral.
Yeah, he threw it backwards, and anytime you go backwards from the line of scrimmage, it is a live ball. And the Leopard defender was alert enough to try to get on it, but the Badger receiver got back to it. Big, long 4th down for the for the Badgers here. 4:48, 4:47 left here in the first half. Leopards lead this one 21-13.
4th down and 13 for Arkadelphia. They may be going for it. Of course, they'll also punt out of this formation, so the Leopards have to play it safe. Rucker does punt it, punts it towards the sideline, and the Leopards will not have a chance at a return. And that's going to be, looks like just inside the 20-yard line.
Gosh, that'd be a great spot.
He's still going.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, they'll get him at the 23, we'll say.
Of course, we don't have the angle over here, but anyway, nice stop for the Leopards. Leopards got good field position because they're outside the 20, to quote Johnny Gibbs. Anytime you're outside the 20, you got good field position.
Again, just over 6.5 minutes away from halftime. We hope to be joined by Mark Roberts at halftime, the Leopards statistician. Warford going to work out a shotgun. Twins right, split left, 2 men in the backfield. Takes a snap, gives Dupree off the left side. Dupree escapes one man, and he'll be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Dupree looked like he had a lot more running room than what he had, and looked like their outside linebacker corner, number 1, who is Jamal Howe, Jakari Howe, did a good job closing in on him.
Ends up being a gain of 6 for Malvern. Brings up 2nd down and 4. As the Leopards come back to the line of scrimmage. Again, Twins right, split left. Now Warford is going to work from under center. Gives rather to his tailback, and he's dropped immediately. The right side of that Badger defensive line, Ron's getting very good penetration.
Yeah, Jerome Dixon there, number 58 for the Badgers, came across there, and really, they're getting a lot of good work out of this, a lot of success out of this 4-man front.
Loss of a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Malvern. Moves Hardiman to his left. Warford takes a snap. Throwing down the middle, has a man. At 40, at the 30-yard line, running has got one tackler. He beats him, and once again,
Wow.
The Leopards are on the scoreboard. Bryston Barnes.
Wow, we were talking earlier about Coach Fogelman dialing up the right play at the right time. Not only that, I tell you what, Austin Warford hit him in stride, and it was a great play. You'll have to give him the yardage on that one, but the Leopards,
65 yards.
Another 60-plus scoring jaunt for the Leopards, and stretches that lead out again. And Jesus Torres down as for the PAT. The ball down, kick is up, and it is
good. The Leopards have extended their lead. It's 28-13. We'll be back with more Leopard football.
Hi folks, I'm Darrell Teeter, and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on presidents later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 to 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5. We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
And we're back at Arkadelphia where the scoring frenzy continues here in the first half. Leopards lead 28-13.
The Leopards have really shown something early that we didn't see a lot of last year, and that's big playability, Mike. I mean, long play, big play. Has a lot to do with the athletics of the wide receivers and Warford's Austin football throwing abilities.
Kick is away. This one will be fielded at the 10-yard line, at the 20. Hesitation move, and tackle made up near the 30. Scramble there at the end of it. Doesn't look like the ball got away, so the Badgers will take over, looks like at their own 28-yard line.
Once again, Jakari Dixon in on the return for the Badgers. The young man's seen a lot of action tonight, hasn't he, Mike?
Yeah, he's seen a lot of action. Looking for a light switch around here.
We need a light switch and an air conditioner.
No kidding. Rucker working out of shotgun, takes a snap, gives Williams up the middle. Williams met at the 30, but powers his way up to about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I think the rivalry's coming back. A little bit of jawing back and forth, good-naturedly between these kids. And
is this good-natured jawing?
I don't know that. The big old tackle for the Badgers was really trying to push the Leopard around.
That's Drayvon Adams. Give near side, that is Williams again, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the first. Bring up third and short for the Badgers.
Once again, the double two of the three linebackers, Trent Brock
and first down.
Justin James. Woo, they gave him the bounce. Very active in the tackling here for the Leopards.
I'm just looking where,
I don't know how that's first and down.
I'm looking where the ball is and the chains are, and they look a little off.
I'm sitting right here looking at it.
Give to Williams again. Williams up the middle. Be brought down just shy of the 40, and the tempers are getting hot out there, Ron.
Yeah, it's a hot night, and Isaac Wright, sophomore for the Leopards, came in and put a finishing blow on number 20 for the Badgers. Don't think he liked a good, clean hit.
Gain of a yard on the play. Fake the give, throw underneath, swing pass is complete to Jakari Howell again, and Howell's going to be brought down up near the 45. Bring up third down and 2 for the Badgers.
3:34 left here in the first half. Leopards lead this one 13 for the Badgers, 28 for the Leopards.
That was very confusing.
I know it.
Give to Williams again. Williams, the workhorse on this series, and he's brought down fairly quickly. He's like he's going to be about a half yard shy of the first and bring up fourth down.
You reckon? We're looking at their spots. Yeah, they call it a.
We got a player down. Yep. And he's getting up now. It looked like it may have been a cramp, but they're going to have to take him out.
Yeah, Mason Morgan, big old defensive lineman. He's one we've been talking about a lot. Junior linebacker, big kid. They're taking a timeout.
We're going to take a break as well. 3:08 to go here in the first half. Leopards lead 28-13. We'll be back in a moment.
We are going to have a look in Dr. Ever's office. Here is his friendly staff. Oh look, it's the leopard.
I'm pulling for the Leopards. We're going to drill the opponents.
For all your dental needs, call Stephen Efer, DDS at 501-337-9559. No person or animal was harmed in the making of this commercial.
Go Leopards!
Your plumbing problems too big for you to handle? Call Pure Flow Plumbing for all types of plumbing needs. Call us at 501-467-0095. We are open from 8 to 4:30, and we are available 24 hours for emergencies. Pure Flow Plumbing says, go Leopards!
Once again, we'll return to Arkadelphia. Badgers at the line of scrimmage. Leopards leading 28-13. Rucker runs to the right. He's got running room. He's got the first down and stays on his feet, gets well into Malvern territory. They'll spot him. Well, we'll wait for the spot. Looks like he went out at about the 43-yard line.
Well, once again, we've talked about Rucker's ability, and he showed something there that I'm surprised we haven't seen more of. Him taking off with the ball, much to the way that we use Austin Wolford with his ability to run the play-action takeoff.
Trips left, split right. Warford gives to Williams. Williams hit at the line of scrimmage, gets a little less than a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah. Isaac Wright, sophomore defensive lineman, the bottom of that stack for the Leopards to stop the ball carry, bring up for basically no off. They gave him a yard, but it was a hard-earned yard.
Badgers can score in a hurry, and they've got plenty of time with 2.5 minutes to go here in the half. Rucker looking to throw, now going to run it. Holding that they don't call. Rucker throws. He's got a man at the 15. Tackle made at the 5. No flags on the play.
Well, he was precariously close to the line of scrimmage.
I'd have to see a replay on that to really give a good opinion, but it was very close to the line.
Nonetheless, an excellent job of Rucker on the run, throwing the ball, going to his left and being right-handed and throwing across, and the wide receiver had some room there because the corners and linebackers had moved up to stop Rucker on the run, and then he has the ability to stop there, pick it up, and pull the trigger.
Twins right now, split left. Rucker with 2 men in the backfield. That's Dixon and Williams. Rucker now sends Williams in motion. They ran this play earlier, and that is the same play, and this time the Leopards are ready as Dixon is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Possible slight loss in the play. Bring up 2nd and goal from about the 5.
We got a Leopard down. Looks like one of the interior defensive linemen.
It's a cramp.
Yeah, it looks like a cramp. Yeah.
You can tell right away as the referee actually lifted the leg. He knew.
He had broken. We don't see which one. He'd broken free and was actually hitting Dixon at the time and cramped up. That's one of the linebackers. Is that Quante, or I can't see it's 42 or 43? Trent or Quante?
Hard to be, honestly, at the glare on the glass, it's hard to tell.
Well, and the white uniforms are sometimes hard for us to see, especially when there's a lot of humidity and these kids are perspiring a lot. And but it was he's okay on the sideline, just working off a cramp. 1:40 left here. The Leopards are making a goal line stand here, trying to keep these Badgers out here at the end of the first half.
Badgers come back to the line of scrimmage. Rucker working out a shotgun as he has all night. Sets up Williams to his right. Fakes to give. Rucker going to keep it. Scrambling. Throws towards the end zone. Has a man at the 5, and that's it. It'll bring up 3rd and goal. Great is Williams on the reception.
Great pressure out there once again by our linebackers. Trent Block was out there, and just Rucker had one way to go and one way to go back. Badgers facing a 3rd down here, Mike, with 53 seconds left in this ball game, and they're going to take a timeout and talk about it.
We'll take a break as well. 51 seconds to go here in the first half. Leopards lead 28-13.
At Farmers Bank and Trust here in Malvern, many of our employees are parents of children in the Malvern school system. Farmers Bank wants you to know that we appreciate all you do for our children and our community. Your involvement in our children's lives is crucial to their continued development.
Farmers Bank and Trust.
Thank you, teachers and staff from Farmers Bank.
Farmers Bank and Trust.
Go Leopards!
Here for you.
Member FDIC.
Back in Arkadelphia, the Leopards holding on to a 28-13 lead here with 51 seconds to go in the first half, but the Badgers are threatening. Here it'll be third down and goal from the 6-yard line.
The Leopards can keep them out of the goal line, off of the goal line and out of the end zone here at this series, and then we'll get the ball to start the second half, and it could be as much as a 14-point swing, Mike.
Trips left, split right. Williams set up to Rucker's left. Still in shotgun. Rucker surveys the defense, and the Badgers are going to take another timeout.
That was a chess game won by Mike Scarborough. They adjusted. Coach Scarborough set his defense, and they won that match.
We're going to take a short break as well and take these hot headphones on. 28-13, Malvern leads. We'll be back in a moment.
You believe this? My bank sends me this letter saying I don't have free checking anymore, and now I got to pay $8 a month. Forget them. Malvern National Bank has free checking, and I switched. Why not? Free mobile and online banking, a free MasterCard debit card, free e-statements, write all the checks I want, free. No minimum balance. Get serious. I'm not paying some bank $8 a month for checking when I get the same thing at Malvern National for free. There's free checking at Malvern National Bank, and that's what I want.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 to 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5. We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Back in Arkadelphia, Badgers facing a third down and goal from the 6-yard line. And 51 seconds to go here in the half. Rucker again in shotgun as Dixon and Williams in the backfield alongside him. Rucker going to keep it right side. Rucker's got the touchdown.
That's one thing that we talked about earlier, and I talked about earlier, Rucker's legs. And he started one way, sent his receivers out to the left, cleared out a linebacker. All they got to do is take one step left, and had a seam right there, and put 6 points up here with 46 seconds left here in the first half.
And it looks like Arkadelphia will go for 2 here as they trail in this one now by 9 points. Big play for the Malvern defense could make this a 2-score game, or keep it a 2-score game. Rucker going to keep it again. This time he's hit at the line, and he did not get in, so the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful, so potentially huge play by the Malvern defense.
That the shanked field goal, or excuse me, shanked PAT on their last touchdown, Mike. That kind of put them in a hole. Then you turn around and have to try to go to 2 on your next, and you fail there. So, it's a big. This could be the way this ball game is going. That could be a very important 2 or 3 points.
And remember, the Badgers elected to receive when they won the toss to start the game, so Malvern will get the ball to start the second half, assuming that they don't. Well, I mean, they're going to get the ball either way, but I'm just assuming we're not going to score with 46 seconds to go here in the half.
I wouldn't surprise me. I want to tell you something. The way Coach Fogle has been dialing them up tonight, we've had scoring, I know 2 of them 65 plus 60 yards. And
65 and a 68.
Yeah. So anything's possible with this bunch. Badgers a little slow taking the field here for their ensuing kickoff. Once again, Jakari Dupree back to receive deep for the Leopards. Brandon Smith set to kick off for the Badgers. And we're going to put an end to this first half here shortly, I think, Mike.
I'm kind of ready.
Been an entertaining half of football, high school football, though.
Absolutely. Kick is away. Dupree going to field this one inside the 5. Up across the 20, and he'll be brought down up near the 30-yard line. And let me tell you something, Ron, you are right. The hits are big on the field. I wish that we didn't have the window in front of us. I think we'd hear a few of those.
Yeah, they're getting really started out intense, and the intensity has really intensified to double speak as the ball game has gone on. Good football game here. It means a lot to both of these programs, both of these teams. It's, like we said earlier, long history between the Badgers and the Leopards, and here we go.
Warford going to work out a shotgun. Twins right, split left, 2 men in the backfield. Give Hardiman near side. Hardiman's going to get up over the 35 to the 36-yard line. Pick up about 7 on the play.
Hardiman showed that stand-up style a bit more, that speed and power that he showed last year, and he's just a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and looks like to be a little bit quicker, Mike.
Definitely gets vertical in a hurry. Not a lot of juking out of Hardiman. Warford going to take another snap. This time he's going to keep it right side, breaks a tackle up near the 50-yard line. He's brought down. We'll give the Leopards a first down with 3 seconds to go.
Darius Holt, junior defensive back, he actually played on a corner there. Actually, came from a safety spot. Put a lick on Warford. And I think Warford got the better end of that because Darius is out there still trying to clear the cobwebs out.
Clock expires before the Leopards can get another snap off. And that will be the final play of the first half. Leopards lead 28-19 here in Arkadelphia. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi folks, I'm Darrell Teeter, and I support the Leopards all the way. You need to support the local talent and also the local businesses. And remember what Teeter says, the more we spend on our youth, the less we'll spend on presidents later. So let's keep the kids busy and keep them happy. Let's do our job and support and give the boys a great feeling and fill these bleachers full every night. So come to the ball game and come to Teeter's. We'll see you later.
Your plumbing problems too big for you to handle? Call Pure Flow Plumbing for all types of plumbing needs. Call us at 501-467-0095. We are open from 8 to 4:30, and we are available 24 hours for emergencies. Pure Flow Plumbing says, "Go Leopards!"
Let me get this straight. My free checking is only free now if I use my debit card 28 times a month? I don't think so. Time to switch. Malvern National Bank has true free checking with mobile and online banking plus a free MasterCard debit card. I don't have to keep a minimum balance, no gimmicks. So I switched to Malvern National. Let's get serious. I'm not paying $7 a month for checking when I get it free at Malvern National. Malvern National Bank. Free checking, no gimmicks. That's what I want.
Teams are out on the field. Leopards getting set to take the kick. As we said previously, Arkadelphia won the toss, elected to receive, and so they'll get to kick off to Malvern to start this second half. Jakiri Dupree deep for the Leopards. The kick is away, and it will be fielded by Dupree at the 10-yard line across the 20, right at the 20, and he'll be wrapped up there. Get the 21-yard line. Leopards will start out 1st and 10 from there.
Dupree looked like he had a little room out there on that right side, Mike, but once again, Arkadelphia showed some really excellent team speed, and we've always known they've had athletes, and this is going to be an interesting second half. We'll get into this, and I hope the Leopards can continue to perform offensively the way we have in the first half, and we'll let you set them here and turn them loose.
Warford set to start the second half. Twins left, split right. Still working out a shotgun. Gives to Dupree. Dupree has the first down are very close to it. They'll spot him at the 32. That should be enough for the first.
I think Dupree is one of these kids that when the lights come on and it's game time, it looks to me like he's taking it to a different level tonight, Mike.
Yeah, he's and especially you can tell with each run he's getting a little more confidence as well. And of course didn't get to play last year, so it's really been 2 years since he's played organized football. Warford again working out a shotgun. Twins right, split left. Takes a snap. Give to Dupree again. Dupree another big hole up the middle. He's got another Leopard first down as he gets to the 47. Arkadelphia.
Yeah, Badgers got away with one right there. Number 2, Brandon Beard, came in late behind him and gave him push and a shove, and I'm surprised we didn't get a flag on that. A little frustration on the Badgers' part here because Dupree's picked up 20 yards here, a little 21, 22 yards. First 2 carries, and looks like this young Malvern offensive line is trying to take over this ball game.
Warford now trips right. Gives to Dupree, trying to get to the outside, wrapped up. Escapes one tackler, but he is not going to get away. He'll lose a couple on the play.
Before mentioned, Brandon Beard for number 2 for the Badgers come from his outside linebacker spot and did an excellent job of turning that back in, getting some help turning Dupree back into those blue shirts, and he didn't have anywhere to go. Consequently, cost him a couple of yards.
Second down, 12 for Malvern. Ball at the 44-yard line.
If you just tuned in, the Leopards are leading this one 28-19 early in the third quarter.
This is the opening drive of the second half. Twins to either side now. Warford has Dupree set up to his left. Takes a snap. Swing pass, near side complete. Gain up to about the 48-yard line. On the reception for Malvern was Marcel Bedford. He took a pretty good shot, but bounces up quickly.
Bedford did a good job watching the ball in and picked up 4, 5, 6 yards and brings up 3rd and long for these Leopards. It just almost into just outside of Badger territory at the 40. They're calling it the 44-yard line, but
48-yard line.
48-yard line. Yeah, they corrected it.
Twins to either side. 3rd down and 9 for Malvern. Warford looks to throw. He got a man wide open. It is caught, and it is a touchdown, Malvern.
Once again, Coach Fogelman sees something. Bryson Barnes goes out there, and there's not anybody within 10, 15 yards of him. Great play-action pass set up by Warford with the fake. Drop back, fake left, turn around, and I mean he found Bryson Barnes wide open at about what, Mike? The 30-yard line, something like that, really untouched. Once again, Jesus Torres back for the point. The PAT.
And Golden set to hold. Good snap, good hold. The kick's away. It is good as well. The Leopards now lead this one 35-19, 9:39 to go in the third.
Once again, a long play by these Leopards on this passing game. It's a passing game that's been very efficient, impressive, and great routes. Coach Fogelman was talking during the coaches show, talking to me before about the ability of our wide receivers, Barnes and Deshaun Dawn and these kids, the preciseness and the way they run the routes, and it's really shown tonight.
Well, and we were talking, you were talking to Mark earlier, we were talking about how aggressive this Arkadelphia defense is and the big chances that they take. Well, they bit on the fake swing pass, a pass that we've thrown several times tonight, safety bit, and that left Barnes nobody within 20 yards of him. The only thing you were hoping for there is Warford didn't overthrow him because he was wide open.
And I'm going to tell you something. There's nobody any more embarrassed in that safety than when you're out there and you turn around and that man's behind you and that ball's in the air and there's nothing you can do about it because you're 10, 15 yards out of play going the wrong way. There's the kickoff.
Torres kick fielded at the 15-yard line. Good return.
Nice.
The Badgers up over the 40, up to about the 43-yard line on the return.
Yes, Cantrell Lewis did a good job of picking and going, and we do have a hanky on the field, and it's holding against the Badgers, looks like.
And that, it really won't negate outstanding field position. The Badgers had gotten up to about the 43. The flag looks to have been thrown at around the 37, so they'll still be outside their 20-yard line.
It'll be interesting now to watch and see what adjustments Coach Scarborough and that defensive bunch have made here at halftime. Looks like we're all going to open that 5-man front again with the 3 linebackers, 2 corners, and a couple of safeties.
Rucker working out a shotgun, turns, gives to Williams up the middle. Williams gets up to about the 30-yard line.
Nice stop there again by the interior of that Leopard defensive line, led by big old number 50. Trey Broughton, and he's just a good, solid football player. You know, lined up across him again with Mason Morgan there. These two guys are the anchor of that center, and they're doing an outstanding job.
This time, give to Dixon coming across, trying the right side of that Malvern defense. He'll get a couple of yards on the play, bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Looks like the Badgers, for whatever reason, decided they're going to open this 3rd quarter running the football here in this early series, and
that's same strategy Malvern had.
Yes. Yep.
Rucker again in shotgun. If you're just joining us, Arkadelphia has gone no huddle all night long. Rucker takes a snap, drops straight back, has some pressure, and he escapes the pressure. Now looking to throw very close to the line of scrimmage. He overshoots his intended target. He was looking for Connor Bryan,
but Kalen Burks was all over him. Sophomore defensive back that played a lot of ball in the junior high ranks last year. Good-looking, tall kid, a lot of speed, good hips, turn break on the ball, and did an outstanding job covering out there.
Rucker really doing an outstanding job of escaping pressure. The Leopards have gotten close to him a few times, but he seems to sense it well and turn away from it.
We've had pressure on him all night, basically.
Rucker rolling to his right, punts this one away. It was 4th down and 5. Punt fielded at the 28-yard line. Leopard trying to get to the outside. On the return from Malvern is Marcel Bedford.
Bedford did a real good job, and I didn't see it. Watch this ball game tomorrow, 4 o'clock on Channel 13. I think thanks to our friends at Sudden Lake to make this broadcast possible, and the full video replay of the ball game at 4 o'clock on Channel 13. And we didn't pick up who threw a nice ceiling block on that return, but allowed Bedford to pick up another, 8 or 9, 10 yards anyway, Mike.
The Leopards are going to get the ball at their own 42-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 8:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Leopards leading 35-19. Twins left, split right. 2 backs in the backfield along with Warford. Swing pass near side, complete to Barnes. Barnes hit immediately. He's not going to get anything out of that one.
Connor Bryant, senior, he's a wide receiver, plays a lot of defensive back, and came up and did a really good job from his, looks like his safety spot, wasn't it, Mike? And closed and did a good job. Open field tackle.
That's a play that the Badgers have seen a lot of tonight, and they're reacting to it well. What they've got to guard against is biting on it too well and giving up the deep ball. Twins right, split left now for the Leopards. Warford takes a snap, gives up the middle. That's Hardiman. Hardiman has the 1st down as he gets down to the 45 of Arkadelphia.
Hardiman continues to run hard. He's a tall, kind of lanky-looking kid. Got good shoulders and arms on him. He's got those skinny calves of a kid that can run a little bit, and he's hard to bring down. He's elusive and he's quick, and he puts his heart in the ball. I mean, he really goes hard.
1st and 10 for Malvern.
You know, the second half, well, I'll come back to it.
Trips right, split left. Warford has Hardiman to his left. Going to fake the give. He's going to keep it. Warford gets up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Boy, Austin doing a real good job of his fakes and whether to get the ball. And
that looked like a read, right?
Yeah, that was a read. That looked like an old triple option read. Of course, it went to the inside. What Mike means, the quarterback's reading what the defensive end or the tackle does. They come in, he goes out wide. They come out to a wide man, then he'll cut it up the inside. He's doing an excellent job of reading his tackles.
Twins right, split left. Warford takes the snap, give up the middle, and that was Trent Block, I believe, in that time, and he's hit immediately. Bring up third down and about 6 for Malvern.
Branson Beard, number 2 for these, and you'll see him tomorrow on the replay. He's not a real big kid, but I want to tell you something. He brings a lot of explosive power when he hits you. He doesn't look like he weighs 155, maybe 160 pounds at the most, but boy, he's an excellent tackler.
Block goes, Block goes out. Hardman back in the ball game. He'll set up to Warford's left. Trips right, split left. 3rd down and 7 for Malvern. 3rd down and 6, rather. Warford looking to throw, near side, has a man, complete. That's going to be near the first down marker. We'll wait on the spot.
First down.
They are going to call it first down. Somewhat obscured here by the Arkadelphia sideline. Looks like the ball is spotted at the 33-yard line.
That was one of those routes we were talking about, our isolated player of Dejon Dawn. Went down, knew where it was, knew where he had to go to the first down. Precise cut run. When he turned, he actually made the cut while the ball was in the air, picked it up and picked up a first down. Nice play.
Trips right, split left. Warford has Hardiman to his left. Give to Hardiman. Hardiman hit immediately, and a lot of Badgers there. Got good penetration on that Malvern offensive line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
If you're just checking in with us, a little over 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. The Leopards lead this one 35-19, driving once again inside of the Badger 35 in a quick, fast-moving 3rd quarter as opposed to the 1st and 2nd quarter. This one is flying by.
A lot more running so far here in the 2nd half. Twins right, split left. 2 men in the backfield with Warford. Warford drops straight back, going to keep it, and he is going to be stopped after a gain of about a yard, maybe 2 on the play. The linebackers, Ron, did a good job of reacting.
Yes, they did. The thing they got to look out for now with Austin's talent and everything, he'll fake up that, and then he'll back up, and he'll hit somebody deep behind him. Because not only the linebackers came in, I watched the corners and the safeties, and everybody was closing in on him. So, with folk in his eye for football, I know he's seeing that. And the coaches over here in the box next to us are seeing that too. So, we'll see. I expect him to pay for that.
3rd down and 9 for Malvern. Warford working out a shotgun, moves Dupree to his right. Twins to either side. Takes a snap, drops straight back. Dupree doing a good block. Throw towards the end zone. Incomplete.
Good throw. Excellent pass. Excellent route. Just
a shade long.
Just a shade long. I'm trying to see. Looks like I can't see who was out on the route.
I believe that was Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes.
It's they get that, folks. If you're watching this on TV, it'll make more sense. When they're down at the far end of this field from where we're at, we have a little harder time picking up the numbers. So we're going to bring up 4th down for Malvern. Looks like they're going to go for it. It's a little far for a field goal. It'll be about a 50-yard attempt. So the Leopards are going to go for it here on 4th and 9. Trips left, split right. Dupree swings out to the right side. He gets the pass. He misses the pass, rather. And that will give the ball to the Badgers on downs with 3:58 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Malvern leading 35-19.
That was one of those times when we needed a 5th down, guys.
At the 33-yard line.
Wouldn't be the first time we've seen a 5th down.
Yeah, we need some 5th downs, That's one thing I'm going to start watching for this year, when we could use a 5th down.
So the Badgers take over at their own 33-yard line. Rucker working out a shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to give. That is, I believe, Dixon up the middle. And he'll get a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
And continue the interior of that job, big line, big old number 50. We keep calling Trey's name and his cohort over there, Mason Morgan. They just do an outstanding job plugging up that middle, and then doing that that gives our linebackers the ability to cover and move the way they need to in this defense.
Rucker now with 2 backs in the backfield, Twins right, split left. Like some movement, hadn't seen a flag. Ball thrown over the middle, pass caught at midfield. Will Wallace, I believe, his 2nd catch of the evening.
Yeah, I don't. There was movement. Looked to me like on both sides of the line. Leopard definitely moved, but I guess he didn't. There wasn't encroachment. Nice big play and pickup for Rucker and his Badgers.
First down and 10. They're just inside Malvern territory. Rucker turns, gives Dixon. Dixon met at the line of scrimmage. Pick up about a yard on the play to bring up second down and 9.
Sticking his nose in there again, old Quaddy Walker, senior running back linebacker. That's really, it'll be interesting to see how many tackles that Walker and Block and Justin James are involved in.
Rucker, swing pass, near side, almost a great catch. Covering on the play for Malvern was, I believe, Quante Walker. Did a good job coming from that linebacker position, Ron.
Yeah, I did. They're just active again. Jared Walker was out there also, defensive back, number 25, sitting out on this isolated corner. Has done a real good job.
Third down and 8 for Arkadelphia. Rucker looking to throw, has some pressure, wrapped up in the backfield, and almost escapes. They're going to drop him back for about a 2-yard loss. It'll bring up fourth down and 10 for Arkadelphia.
Once again, the aforementioned Trey Broughton, he is just really taking his game to another level tonight, and just really played well.
Trey Broughton's one of the young men, after watching him last year, one of the guys that I personally expect to have an outstanding year. Rucker takes a snap and is going to punt this one away. Low line drive kick. It's going to be a great kick for Arkadelphia, as Malvern did not have anyone back, and the ball is going to be spotted at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes left in this third quarter. The Leopards leading this 35-19 with possession of the ball. My gosh, just outside the 5, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it's up about the 7. So the Leopards got to have a long ways to go. But after scoring on plays of 65 and 68 yards in the first half, hey, why not a 93?
Why not 93? Why not just take it?
The Leopards come to the line of scrimmage.
Badgers have stayed in that 4-man front all night long.
Twins left, split right for Malvern. Warford working out of shotgun. Going to keep it off the right side. And Warford with a great run as he gets up near the 20-yard line. They'll spot him right at the 20. It'll give the Leopards some breathing room and, more importantly, a first down.
Yeah, he ran right through the arms of the Arkadelphia tackle linebacker, number 58, Jeroni Dixon, and did a good job breaking through. Actually give him a little bit of breathing room, Mike, and you get out on that 20-yard line, your offensive plays open. You can open up more pages of that offensive playbook, can't you?
Absolutely. The Leopards come back to the line of scrimmage. Twins left, split right. Leopards on the far hash mark. Give up the middle. I believe that's Dupree on the carry. He gets up over the 25-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play.
I want to take a second here, and I want to congratulate the Malvern fans. With the people standing around on the sidelines over there, the visitor side is almost full. It looks like 80-85% full now when the band gets up there, and then we've got some people standing on the sidelines. So excellent crew that followed the Leopards down here for this ball game with the Badgers.
Slight delay there, not sure what the holdup was. Warford again in shotgun, Twins left, split right. Give up the middle. This time no running room for Dupree.
Boy, number 58 for the Badgers, Cody, that's that name I butchered, Alameda. Came across basically untouched and grabbed Dupree in the backfield for, looked like, a couple yard loss, 2-3 yard loss?
Yeah, it's going to bring up third down and 8 for Malvern.
Winding down here, the final seconds in the third quarter. Leopards lead this one 35-19.
Twins left, split right now for Malvern. Dupree sets up to Warford's left, fake swing pass, near side. Good gain up to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be very close to a first down, depending on which side of the 30 they spot that football.
Well, It's always amazed me. They throw the ball to the center, and then I guess they're going to call it short by a half a yard.
So it is going to bring up 4th down for the Leopards.
1 second left here. That's the end of the third quarter. The coaching staff will meet, decide what to do. We'll take a break and bring you back to the exciting conclusion of this ball game after these messages.
Everybody wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Larry's Pizza in Malvern?
I don't know about you, but I like their fresh ingredients in their homemade pizzas.
Well, I like their all-you-can-eat buffets on Tuesday and Friday nights.
How many pepperonis are on one slice of pizza at Larry's?
About like 6 to 7.
Larry's Pizza in Malvern is open Tuesday through Sundays from 11 to 9 o'clock. Their buffets are on Tuesday and Friday nights at 5. We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
You believe this? My bank sends me this letter saying I don't have free checking anymore, and now I gotta pay $8 a month. Forget them. Malvern National Bank has free checking, and I switched. Why not? Free mobile and online banking, a free MasterCard debit card, free e-statements, write all the checks I want, free. No minimum balance. Get serious, I'm not paying some bank $8 a month for checking when I get the same thing at Malvern National for free. There's free checking at Malvern National Bank, and that's what I want.
This is Darcy with Modern Care Medical Sales and Rentals in Malvern. We are conveniently located in the Doctors Complex by the Hot Spring County Hospital. Come by and see our large inventory of power chairs, lift chairs, wheelchairs, scooters, diabetic supplies, oxygen supplies, CPAP, braces, and supports. We are locally owned and operated with patient service and satisfaction as our #1 priority. Please come and see us or call us at 501-337-9503.
And we return to Arkadelphia as we get the 4th quarter underway. Malvern leading 35-19.
Had an opportunity during the break to step outside. Nice south wind coming at it. I'm telling you, I know the fans over there on either side are a whole lot cooler than we are because we are in a sauna.
The argument can be made that people everywhere are a lot cooler than we are, Ron.
Here we go, we're starting the 4th quarter.
Malvern set to punt on 4th down. Decide not to go for the 4th and short. Good kick.
Nice kick. Great coverage by the Leopards.
And that one is going to be down at the 32-yard line of Arkadelphia. So the Badgers are going to have 68 yards to go.
That's the weapon that the Leopards have been a little bit inconsistent. We've got some awful good punting tonight out of our punting game. High, easy coverage, and he's getting some length to him, isn't he, Mike?
Absolutely, and that it can't be emphasized enough how important a part of the game that the special teams are.
Yeah, Coach Fogelman talked at length about that this morning.
Twist to either side for Rucker as he sets up in shotgun, drops straight back, looking to throw. Not much pressure, throws underneath, really throws a bullet to Jakari Howell. Good coverage by Malvern, but just good execution by Arkadelphia.
Yeah, Rucker put the ball right there. I mean, he threaded a needle between two Leopards on that one and has the arm strength and the quickness to get that ball through there.
Brings up 1st down and 10 as the ball is spotted at the 42 of the Badgers. Again, no huddle for Arkadelphia. Rucker takes a snap. Again, looking to throw. Is going to have some pressure. Screen pass to Williams, and Williams fumbles the football. It looks like the Leopards have it, and we'll wait on a signal from the officials.
The Leopards are running off. The defense is running off, and Kaden Burks come up with it, the sophomore D-back that's absolutely one of these kids that's really stepped up and played a good ball game tonight. Him along with number 25 out there, Jared Walker. These sophomores, they're getting an initiation to senior high football, and they're really stepping up and doing a good job.
We're used to seeing the number 4 make plays, Ron.
Yes,
it's just it's a different young man, but I'm glad to see it.
Yeah.
Of course, the Leopards lost James King
James
graduation this last year.
James, of course, being a mule rider, playing at Southern State, I believe. Southern Arkansas and Magnolia.
Twins left, split right for Malvern. Warford takes a snap, going to give to Dupree. Dupree finds a crease up the middle and picks up about 3 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 7 for Malvern, and that will put the Leopards well into Arkadelphia territory.
Going into the late here, early in the fourth quarter, this has really been a pretty turnover-free ball game for the first ball game. Both teams on a hot, humid night have done a good job of holding on to the ball.
Two turnovers, both of them four on the Arkadelphia side. Warford takes a snap, fakes the give, going to keep it himself, escapes about 3 tackles, a fourth, and finally they wrestle him down. I love the desire he shows, but I just as soon he got on the ground.
I'm going to tell you something. The kid's not going to give up. We talked last year about how tough he was coming back from that ankle injury and fighting through that and everything. And there's just no quit in him. I mean, whether he's going to throw the ball, whether he's going to run, or whether he's out there blocking. He's just really an outstanding leader in a good football team, and what this football team really needs and appreciates.
Game was to the Arkadelphia 40-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 2 for Malvern. Warford working from under center, fakes the give, rolls, pass complete, 1st down. Oh, wow. Great catch by Justin James, and he actually just bowls over his first tackler. Rashad down to the 21-yard line.
You got to see that tomorrow on Suddenlink Channel 13. He just ran over Rashad Young and bowled him over and made a good catch and run and really showed some determination and some toughness.
Correction, they spot that one at the 22. Still a 1st down for Malvern. 9:50 to go in the ball game. Leopards lead 35-19. Warford, receiver to either side. Leopards have tight ends on either side. Give up the middle, and nothing doing for Malvern there, as Tim Arneman couldn't find any breathing room, or any space, rather, up the middle.
Yeah, the inside defensive tackles or defensive linemen for the Badgers did a good job of pinching in, and once they pinch in, the hole was closed and there wasn't anywhere for him to go.
Loss of about a half a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 11.
Ball at the 23-yard line now.
Warford, again, with one receiver to either side, looking to throw. Pass is complete at the 20. And it is going to be a Malvern touchdown, a late signal from the referee, but a touchdown nonetheless. And the Leopards have just extended their lead. Ron tried to pick up the number across the way.
Blake, can you help me with that number?
I'm trying to make it turn, and he got a hold of it.
And it looked like, but we don't have a 17, so we'll get it. But an excellent run and play. Nice play for Warford. Not only that, the receiver, and we'll find out who it is, did an excellent job.
Kick from Torres is away, and it is no good.
Go see who it was.
No good on the extra point, so the score remains 41-19. 8:52 to go in the football game. We'll be back with more Leopard.
There was our isolated player, Dejon, we couldn't see. Dejon Don took it in, made a good route, made a good run, and way to go. And that's a nice way to start off as the ISO player of our broadcast group up here. Once again, just join us, listen, it's 8:52 left here in the ball game. Leopards have stretched the lead out from 35 to 41 for the Leopards, 19 for the Badgers. We're fixing to start the kickoff here. The Leopards line up. The Badgers have taken the field once again. Back for the Jahari Dixon back, and back there with him, of course, is Darius Holt. They've been the two deep men most all night. Dixon, of course, the pretty good size. Both those kids are good size, but Dixon the more dangerous, I think, of the two as a return man. Jesus Torres puts the tee up. The Leopards are gathering around him and setting the kickoff. And here we go, Mike.
Leopard offense really hitting on all cylinders so far here in the second half and for the majority of the game. Kick is going to be bound at the 13, picked up, and return across the 20, 25, and up over the 30-yard line.
Just as I say, Darius Holt is the lesser dangers of the two. Holt does an excellent job picking up about, 10, 20, 22, 23, maybe 25 yards on that return. Gives the Badgers really good field position at their own 34-yard line.
So Rucker and the Badgers looking to climb back in this one. 8:43 to go, and Leopards lead it 41-19. One receiver to either side, twins right, split left now as they bring Howell back in the backfield. Rucker turns, gives to Dixon. Dixon breaks a couple of tackles. He loses the football, and Arkadelphia recovers it. Number 60, Nathan Jackson, with a headsy play.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he was hit real hard by number 7. That the aforementioned, we talked about him a lot. Justin James just really put a lick on him.
First down for Arkadelphia at the 44-yard line. Rucker takes, and we've got flags down prior to the snap. You have to assume that's a false start against the Badgers, and it is, so that will erase some of the previous game. The Badgers have to back it up 5 yards, now at their own 39. First down and 15, and if the Badgers are going to climb back in this one, they've got to put points on the board in a hurry.
Yeah, they do, because we're inside under 8 minutes now, and time's definitely on the side of the Leopards.
Rucker drops straight back, looking to throw. Over the middle. Oh, what a hit over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Jakari Howell, is that Howell?
No, Kalen Burns, number 4.
I was looking for the second receiver. Yes, Jakari Howell that got hit.
And the sophomore, Kalen Burks, just absolutely slayed him. I mean, had a slobber knocker.
Oh, my goodness. Great play.
Baker said, yeah, he decleated him.
Rucker again with the snap. Give this time to Dixon, trying the left side, and he is knocked out of bounds at just across the 40-yard line. Not much there. It's going to bring up third down and about 12 yards for Arkadelphia.
Clock continues to move with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the ball game. The Leopards leading this one 41-19.
It's going to be twins right, trips right, split left. Dixon in the backfield along with Rucker. Rucker takes a snap, looks to throw over the middle, pass complete. Howell this time hangs on. He's going to be just shy of the first, it looks like, from here. But it will bring up fourth down for Arkadelphia. Nice headiness by Howell after taking that shot earlier. He goes across the middle and catches it without hesitation.
Yeah, gutsy play, good football player.
Rucker, again with trips right, split left, and Dixon in the backfield.
Big fourth down play for the Badgers here.
Rucker running to his right. I think that kick was blocked. And now the Badgers recover, and they're going to get the first down. That's going to be a first down for Arkadelphia.
Yeah, they got it the hard way. Nice penetration. Rucker was back in his little soccer, and the Leopards had seen that. Scarwood made that adjustment to send the outside rusher from the outside, blocked it, knocked it down, but unfortunately it went right back to a Badger, and that gives him 1st and 10.
So Rucker now looking to throw, right side, pass almost picked off. Good coverage there for the Leopards. And I believe that's Quante Walker on the coverage.
Yeah. And back there he had a lot of help by Marcel Bedford.
Pass was intended for Will Wallace. Twins to either side now.
thank our game sponsors tonight.
Ron, you made a point earlier about the lack of depth for Arkadelphia, and I think it's starting to show. Throw over the middle. Oh, he got it. Oh, almost picked off.
Wow, once again, the sophomores, Kaylin Burke steps up. I will tell you something, these safeties, Marcel Bedford, the senior, and number 4, Kaylin Burks, have done an outstanding job. Coach Fogelman said he thought that the D-backs, with as many kids they had, as many athletes, rotating them in and out would be a strength of the team, and it is one of the strengths of this strong defense.
3rd and 10, Rucker, pressure, throws, hit the ground. Oh, the referee sat right there and watched it hit the ground. There's the flag from the other side. I can't believe they're going to call that.
He looked right at the ball and watched it skip in. I think the guy from the other side, the Malvern sideline, is going to make the correct call.
Yeah, ball hit the ground.
The ball, we were talking about it at halftime. Oh, my gosh. And they're going
to call Arkadelphia for holding. They're going to call the pass complete.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It was a screen pass by Arkadelphia. Maybe there was something he saw that we didn't from here. I doubt it, but
the ball did, short hopped it for all you baseball players. I mean, he short hopped it, and the guy was right there to pick it up. And even I'm telling you, the Badger friends here,
you heard it.
They were groaning here. The fans were because they knew it had been dropped.
Brings up 3rd down and 15 now for Arkadelphia as Rucker brings a man in motion. We'll give him twins to either side. Rucker looks left, now looking right, has some pressure, throws towards the far corner, and that pass is going to go incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 15 for Arkadelphia with 5:35 to go in the ball game, and the Leopards leading 41-19.
Excellent coverage out there by the Leopards, and I can't get his number from the corner. He followed around, turned, went to the ball, followed the ball, and watched the ball, and really did a good job at that. Oh, gosh, that's number 25. He's played so well. Jared Walker, once again, one of those very talented sophomores.
Rucker this time gets the punt away, almost blocked, and it's going to bound inside the 10. Going to take a great Arkadelphia roll. They'll down it inside the Malvern 5. It looks like Ron from here, very close to the 1 yard line.
Like an inside. 5:24 left here. We're switching sides, and hopefully the Leopards can put on a long drive here to eat up some of this clock, and we can go home with a very impressive win.
5:24, as Rod said, and Leopards probably need to get a little breathing room first, but they're definitely going to look to eat up some of the clock. Leopard offense back out onto the field, and they will have 1st and 10. Haven't changed the scoreboard yet. We don't have a great angle to see exactly where the ball is spotted. It looks very close to the 1, maybe the 3. Warford, a keeper off the right side, stays on his feet. He's across the 10. He's at the 20. He's going to run out of bounds very smartly. And he has the breathing room we were just talking about, Ron, and the Leopards really made a great play. Warford read the blocks beautifully, and then he got smart. He got out of bounds. No use taking a hit or getting orange collar.
Yeah, once again, Justin just does a good job setting up his blockers. Not only follow his blockers, Mike, but he set up his blockers, and that's what a good running back does.
Warford sets up, turns, gives to Dupree. Dupree off the left side, goes down after a short gain. Clock continues to roll as we near the 5-minute mark. 41-19, Leopards lead. It looks like, Ron, I don't think I'm being presumptuous at this point, but looks like a fantastic start to the 2011 season.
Yeah, not only that, you go on the road your first ball game, and you play an old rival, and under a new coaching staff and with new enthusiasm, and really come out of here and just play an outstanding ball game yourself.
Warford again in shotgun, twins right, turns, gives, Dupree up the middle, escapes a couple of tacklers, and then is hit at the 30-yard line. They'll leave him about 3, maybe 4 yards shy of the first.
As we go back and touch on the keys to the ball game that Coach Fogelman gave us, they definitely survived that initial onslaught by the Badgers by getting the early scores first and getting the lead. But the thing about it is, and the thing he's done, and that the coaches have done real well, is watch the heat and the rotation and use the depth at linebacker, especially in the corners and in the line.
3rd down and 3, a long 3. Dupree with the carry. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to have the first down, and the Leopards are going to chew up a little more clock as Dupree's brought down just shy of the 39-yard line. Spot him at the 38. Brings up 1st and 10 for Malvern.
1st and 10 with 3:45 left in this ball game. One more 1st and 10, Mike, and we can do a wrap up and head back to Malvern and the clock back running again as the Leopards break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage.
One receiver to either side, and Warford working the clock. He's letting the play clock dwindle down. Inside 5 now. Turns, gives to Dupree. Dupree finds an opening off the right side. He's at midfield. He's going to be wrestled down at the 36-yard line of Arkadelphia, and a play run that looked like it was going nowhere all of a sudden ended up being a huge gain.
Yeah, once again, Dupree just shows us, how bad he wants to play and how proud he is to be a Leopard, and just has done an outstanding job. He's Jakari's wearing that number 34, and he's wearing it proud, and he's doing a great job in it.
Now, Ron, we'll have to work on your pronunciation. Jakiri.
We'll butcher a name or two.
Hardeman this time with the carry off the left side. He has running room and very near another Leopard first down as we are now inside 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
I think once again the thing we've talked about, Mike, is the conditioning and also the numbers, the numbers that of players that the Leopards have to rotate these kids in and out. And it's I know it's hot up here, but it's not that bad down on the field because of that prevailing south wind all night. It's hot and humid, but
let me tell you why it's not that bad on the field. You're up 41-19.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That makes the heat much more bearable. Warford working out a shotgun, 2nd and 1, and Hardeman on the carry. He's going to lose a yard. Bring up 3rd down for Malvern.
We feel with under 2 minutes here before they snap the ball, we feel quite sure Malvern is in 4-down territory, and we've got right at 2 minutes left with this one, and the Leopards have done a good job here of watching that 25-second clock and taking time off before they snap the ball.
Home crowd clearing out here in Arkadelphia. Ron, these Arkadelphia fans, I think, have got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the program's in good hands, and they've got some athletes coming. And as the season progresses, I really feel Arkadelphia is going to get a lot better and a lot better.
I'm glad we got them first game of the year instead of the last.
I think you're exactly right.
Malvern's going to take a timeout. They let the clock get down, or the play clock rather, get down to about 1. And they take a timeout with 1:34 to go. We're going to take a short break as well. Well, I'll tell you what, Ron, let's stay here. And it's not having much of a pregame. We can kind of start working on it now.
We'll do a wrap-up, start a wrap-up now. The Leopards came out, scored early, stopped the Badgers. The offense, like we talked at halftime, really showed that they've grown up. They understand Coach Fogelman and Coach Baker, Coach Darrell Baker's system, and Coach Reeves helps them over there also, I think, on the offensive side. The defense has played, I think, Mike, as well as expected, as well as billed. I don't know if they're the strength of this ball club now, but they're very, very important. And this offense has really found itself with Wolford and Dupree's running, and then also with Hardeman coming in, and all of the receivers have done well.
Yeah, Barnes had a good game. Of course, our isolated player of the game had a great game as well. Desjardins.
Yeah, Desjardins.
Warford set to take the snap. 3rd down and 1.
There's first down.
First down and more up the middle. That is Hardeman, and he is going to score once again.
Hardeman really took his time, set up his blocks, and found the hole, and just really went through it. Great job, Timmy.
And I think we may see a penalty against Arkadelphia. There was a flag thrown in the end zone after Hardeman had gone in.
Yeah, it looked like the Badger was a little bit frustrated and gave him a little extra shove or whatever. 1:23 left in this ball game. The Leopards just put 6 more onto this 41, probably with the PAT. Take this one to 48-19. And I'll tell you what, Leopard fans, you've missed a good one. We appreciate the fans that's shown up out here. And
Actually, they all showed up.
Yeah,
I'm fairly sure nobody's listening to the live broadcast.
That's exactly true. But for those that you've missed a good one, we appreciate you being with us. We appreciate our sponsors again, Dr. Steve Eford, Purifoy Plumbing, Modern Care, Malvern National Bank, Western Susan, Farmers Bank, Teeters, Larry's Pizza, and Sykes. We do appreciate our sponsors making this possible.
Torres' kick is away, and it is good, and that will make it. Should be 48.
48, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one
thing on the scoreboard.
One thing about it, a lot of the Badger fans are leaving now, so when we do this wrap up and get out of here, we won't have much trouble getting out of the traffic, will we, Bake? No, the Malvern people are leaving. They're standing over there and they're enjoying every bit of it. As a matter of fact, a bunch of the fans have bunched up, grouped up behind the bench, and the cheerleaders and squad over there, they're having fun. The football team's having fun, and I can't think of a better way, Mike, to start the season off than, quite honestly, a thumping of one of your old members.
Yeah, I've got a feeling more of the guys my bunch and older appreciate this a lot more than probably the kids on the field do. But just kind of watching some of the emotions out on the field, I'm not sure this rivalry isn't starting to bud once again.
Well, I think without a doubt it is, and we'll see more of that when Arkadelphia comes back into the conference with us next year. They're going to remember this, and they'll forget about it. But at some point in time, that sophomore class. Of course, we got an awful good sophomore class too, so they're going to be interesting watching these kids grow up and go.
Torres set the kickoff. Leopards lead 48-19. $1:23 to go left to go in the game. Torres with his longest kick of the night. Oh, that was after the penalty. Actually boots that one down the end zone.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank without this Steve and Mary Laverne and the Prism class at Malvern High School, they make our job so easy. They're the ones that set everything together, and Mary and Steve Laverne, they'll work late into the night and tomorrow preparing the broadcast, the TV broadcast that you can watch tomorrow at 4 o'clock on Channel 13, thanks to our friends at Suddenly. You can't say enough about Steve and Mary Laverne, what they have done, what they've continued to do for the Leopard program.
Williams with the carry for Arkadelphia. Gets it up over the 30 to the 34-yard line. That'll give Arkadelphia first down with 1:15 to go in the ball game.
I'm closing the book on this one, brother.
Don Meredith has done his rendition. Arkadelphia was lined up all sides. There's a flag. Unfortunately, that will stop the clock.
I'd like to once again thank Mark Roberts for coming by and talking and giving us a halftime stats. He continues to do that, and we do appreciate everything that Mark does.
Appreciate Alan.
Also nice to have Alan. Alan kind of walked in. We kind of sandbagged him and got a little different perspective on the program from Alan, who's a long-time Leopard supporter and one of our announcers.
Give off the right side to Williams, and he's brought down 30. It's like Arkadelphia is looking to let the clock run out on this one as well.
Any 44 seconds. Any closing thoughts you want to pass along, Mike?
Keep the ball rolling. Let's take this effort, attitude, and execution and take care of the Rams. That's my thing.
That's my thinking. Take care of the Rams. 27, 28 seconds. We may not see another one of this. Nice thing about it is, too, we've had a couple of cramps. Neither team has had a kid injured. You're worried about injuries in the early season before you get in the conference, and we've come through this one injury-free, looks like, on both sides of the field, and that's a good thing.
Rucker sets up in shotgun. 5 seconds left. It's like the Badgers are going to let the clock run out. And that will be your final score, and what a way to start the 2011 season, 48-19 over Arkadelphia. Of course, the Leopards are at home next week, Ron, as we said, to take on the Lakeside Rams.